Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
Are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
We are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
Are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
Are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, welcome into a brand new series by none other than Wardrum Games, as we're going to be presenting tonight with the Queen's Legacy series, and we're kicking things off with the first ever female tournament of course, from us, Wardrum Games itself, and I'm so hyped up to be watching. Of course, we've seen the boys make the plays for very long, but tonight the girls get it done, and we will see which girls will be moving forward to those next rounds. And of course, to be a witness and to voice, of course, first of all, I'm going to be, as usual, at this point in Wardrum, official caster. Right, official Wardrum caster. It's me, myself, Ray. And of course, this is a girls' tournament, guys. I obviously had to bring in a beautiful woman, and it's of course gonna be Debbie herself, all the way from Britain, right? So Debbie, of course, she's gonna be joining me. No cams. We have a no cam rule. I'm just kidding, because girls don't turn on cam, right? Deb, I should
We
stop it.
don't.
Yeah. So, of course, with it, Debbie, and we are going to be starting off with the first ever female tournament from Wardrum. So, how are you feeling, Debbie? We are going to be seeing for the first time, right? I mean, we've had female
Yep.
players before in Nerd and everything, but this is going to be the first time you will see female players, all female.
Yep. I'm very excited, man, because this is it's like one of the the rarest thing we can see, because of course there are a lot of stuff already about the female tournaments, but this is the first time that Wardrum is hosting, like you mentioned, and it's gonna be big, it's gonna be legit, and this is gonna be just the start. Best of one series, all the teams we had already today. Looking at the fixture so far, everyone, they are looking so good, and you know what, Ray? I haven't even confessed this, but I'm tired of casting for male players, man.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were gonna confess something else, like like some kind of
No.
anime. I was like, wow, Debbie, this is very
Okay.
surprising. You were about to say that. Kind of a letdown. I was expecting something else, right? Just
Uh-huh.
kidding. But anyways, yeah, it is all hype and exciting to, of course, cast for the boys. But yeah, I know many people are having their eyes on the girls as well, because as the esports
Mm.
scene in India, from the last year, actually, from like June last year, has grown tremendously, I would say, to this point. Of course, we have so many tournaments coming up. We can discuss that later. But boys have it done already, right? They're already
Yep.
reaching international stages pretty soon. But the girls, they gotta get a stage as well. Some tournaments are doing it, but if I'm not wrong, this is so far the biggest female one. Is it, like, in cash wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
biggest
think.
we've had so far. Yeah, because mostly it is diamonds, but of course, our modern fashion is to provide that cash PP to girls, right?
Mm.
So, and with it, of course, the first game. Actually, we did have a few more matches scheduled early on, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing is, well, they couldn't be available on time. But yeah, breaking out the rules is gonna be resulting in, of course, the elimination out. So the previous matches, they
Oh.
kind of got swept away. So we're gonna be kicking things off immediately on the fourth game itself. I know it's fourth, but for us, it's going to be the first match on the stream. It's going to be between the lineup for Crux Requiem. You already know it. They're in the
Oh.
Mythic Leaderboards, the boys. But the girls, of course, aspiring to be a little bit equal to them, are going to be playing this match. And the other team is going to be Pink Lemonade. Pink lemonade, what is it made out of? Like, how can you make a lemonade pink? Debbie, you're the flavor master here. Please give me an idea.
If you wanna add something color, some color to your food, you just add food coloring, man. It doesn't matter because it doesn't really have a taste. So pink lemonade must have to do with something like that. But I've never tried, so I don't know. I don't know because it's a drink. But the thing is. This is a very, very unusual name, I gotta say, because Cursor Crumb are very boyish and a very stylish pink lemonade. They're so cutesy too. So I really want to see what the lineup is going to be looking like because like I already said, we are not really used to the women's tournament so far. But the thing is, the lineups are still not revealed just yet for us too. So surprising enough, we have some known teams from the girls. There are so many assassin players as well, which is highly unlikely happening for those last seasons. But we have had a lot of female assassin players too, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, the thing is, this will be our first time seeing what their lineups of all the teams are going to be looking like, and only then we'll be able to know what kind of plays that they'll be bringing onto the table too. Because if my past experience have a little bit of for the girls tournament have a little bit of I have a little bit of insight that girls love playing those Xbox, man. It's a fighter nonetheless, but Xbox jungle very common, and Joy also it's always still out there, and I would love to see it being brought upon to today.
Yeah. Well, of course, I always love to state it, man, that girls got that huge reputation and stereotype. Girls only play Angela, right? And there's even memes about it that the girls who play aggressive Angelas are fighter mains, and the girls who play safe Angelas, they are like mage mains, right? But tonight, well, there may be only one Angela because, of course, it's a tournament. Other than that, there is 9 other roles and heroes that's gonna be vacant. And tonight, we're gonna be seeing those players show it off that they're not just Angela mains that people believe
Yeah.
in, or not just mage main, right? They can get it
Hmm.
done on that EXP lane. They can get it done on the jungle lane. Lanes that are associated with masculinity, manliness, that kind of stuff. They, even though
Uh-huh.
they're not a man, of course, they will get it done tonight. And we are just going to be waiting for these teams to be popping up anytime soon. And we will be diving into the draft phase really, really quick, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, just stay tuned till then. Maybe look at the thumbnail and admire the players, of course, because I know you
Yeah.
don't do that with the male players. So
know, it's so funny because I was about to say that, try to have that eye candy with the thumbnails, because no one watches the guy's picture, man. I'm telling you, even the girls don't.
yeah, we need more
Girls
eye
watches girls.
candy. Yeah,
Yeah.
girls watch girls, guys. Always
Yeah.
remember that. If you want to have a good chance with a girl, be a girl. Because girls support girls. The unity for girls have became so huge in this 2025 age. It's like if you want to get a girlfriend, just be a girl at this point.
Oh
You're
my
gonna be
god.
you're gonna be having way better chances regarding that, right?
Hmm.
Freaking goddamn! Wow, David, you see on your screen what's happening? I'm going to kick the behind and the bottom of our streamer.
I'm pretty sure we're not gonna be seeing that into the
Yeah,
live
yeah,
side, so it's
yeah. We
definitely
are not
there.
gonna be seeing that, but I
Hmm.
think we see that in a
You
very
saw that.
bold and
You
big
saw. You
letter.
got the message, right? You got the message.
Yeah,
Double
Twilight.
Twilight, to be
Twilight.
honest. And I will tell you what it was shown on our screen. It's actually Ray is gay.
Fuck.
I think everyone will agree, man.
Debbie, what the
Everyone will agree. So
what the
yeah.
hell you mean, girl? Come on, cut this shit. My God, goodness.
Oh, okay, okay.
God, why do you have to say it? Like I thought you were God freaking God damn it, Debbie. I don't know
Oh,
if
we
I should be
cannot
happy
accept
or
it.
like regret casting with you right now. God damn it! Like
Oh.
to be fair, I at this like how what is it again? What is it again? Oh yeah, how things are going and every tournament I go, guys, I am the bully center somehow. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people used to call me the caster goat, guys, caster goat, but these days
Used
I've
to.
realized I've realized it just means scapegoat to get bullied, boy, because freaking stickers and everything everywhere can't even show my face, and it's just a freaking another sticker. I was just smiling that day and someone called me sergeant. It's crazy, bro,
Oh,
everywhere. And look at this Debbie, bro. Freaking
Ray is gay. I think has to be my new password. Just
what
because
the
I get
hell?
reminded of it all the time. But what are we doing, man? I'm still waiting for our first game. I'm waiting for the draft. I wanted to see what the players are gonna be looking like because we are very
Let's see
excited
their
for our first
names.
ever, yeah, female
We
for
have
seeing female names playing the Fannies, playing the Benet, playing the Lancelot. Because I know a very very amazing Lancelot player. I'm not sure if she is in this tournament. SDES, yeah, and of course. I have seen a very godly Fanny as well. I think Ray, if you want to get
mhm.
carried, we sure have to get the number of that female participant.
Absolutely. You go ahead and get it. Girls can get girls' number way easier, guys. Always remember, if you want a girl's number, just get it from another girl. But right now, the question might be, how do you get that girl's number? Then, well, you'll have to connect to another girl, and if nothing works out, you'll
Okay,
have to adopt a sister to do it.
sisterhood.
Yeah,
That's why. That's why Twilight typed that. That thing.
yeah. Freaking
Right.
hell,
So,
freaking
yeah,
hell.
works. He knows
But
what he's
anyways,
doing. So.
well, I think I'll share the news when we go into the game, man, because I think we should be going into the draft pretty soon, and the players should be here. Well, I don't want to say that, but yeah, girls do take some time to get ready, right? So we're just letting them
Mhm.
to get ready, right?
Mhm.
Because damn,
I
it's
mean,
been a while.
you were also waiting for me for a bit, right, for the casting. So I think
Yeah,
I
I'll
get what
I'll wait
you
for
mean.
you. Don't worry about it, Debbie. Even though you just
Uh-huh,
called me cool.
okay, the Z word.
Yeah, the
We
D
can't say
word.
that, right?
Yeah.
I
No,
already
you
said it, but
can't
it's
say
already
that
out there.
actually. It's not illegal
Mm.
because it's not
Uh-huh.
obviously inappropriate word in it. It is a
Mhm.
appropriate word, but it is inappropriate to me, not in the sense that in that way, in the sense that why would you call me that?
Yeah, I'm just reading what was typed, for me to read.
God damn.
So, not me. I'm just being the voice. You got what I mean?
I get you, I get you. But anyways, damn, where is our lemonades and where is our Crux Requiem? We are waiting for them. I hope they're here soon, but I think it's just oh yeah, we are not supposed to say that. But yeah, they're just, taking their time and we should be starting off anytime soon. I'm really looking forward to the draft. But anyways, well, I think since I'm obviously running out of topics regarding the teams, what I can talk about is the
Mm-hmm.
fact that I love that intro animation that we just had, and I love the color theme of this.
These,
Yeah,
yeah.
Debbie was describing this thing, and she said she likes this color, so I know what flowers I'm buying, guys.
W, man. W, Ray. W. Because this
Thank
color is
you.
so amazing, man. It's not too girly. It's not too boyish. It's right in between. You can be aggressive with this color, but you can also be soft with this color. So it can match any kind of description or any character that the teams have also. So this is why it's a neutral, but also one of the best and a good choice as well. But it's really weird to see you without camera. You know
I know,
you
right? I
not
know,
moving
right? Yeah,
stationary.
me being stationary is obviously pretty weird considering,
Yeah.
well, I never do this. Well, but I'm
Uh-huh.
just respecting since girls are kind of shy and do not turn on cams, we're respecting that tradition. And I'm also turning off my cam for today. And of course, I gotta go somewhere else. Well, my everything is packed and stuff. So yeah, I don't really have
Oh.
anything to, what is happening, dog? Damn.
Uh.
Where is the
Okay.
teams, man? Where's the teams? One
That's
second.
what, man. I'm
Where
waiting
where are they? Where
because.
are they? It would be pretty awkward if it's a walkover again because damn, we this is what a podcast session between me and Debbie, is it? Come on,
Mhm.
guys, come into
Let's go, Crux.
teams. Crux Requiem, we are waiting for you. Come on in. It's It's about time, guys. You come in and show your power because you're literally the team that's top one.
Power.
I mean, your team basically, right? Not you guys, of course, because you guys do have
The
to
org.
show us. Yeah, the organization, of course, Crux Requiem itself, the boys lineup. It's number one in the mythical leaderboards. So we are looking forward to what they have trained for the girls, man. And if they're ready,
Oh.
please ready. We want to go into the draft. I would
Oh.
say draft dive. What
Type
the hell
of.
am I saying? Dive into the draft phase ASAP. And Debbie is really happy that ASAP just
Um, There's always, ways to come back, so I'm not trying to zing shit or something like that.
Absolutely
Yeah,
right.
I think
Yep.
the names coming from the players are actually looking familiar. They might not be just some girls playing tournaments. I
Mm-hmm.
think we have to look forward to both of these. If they have an orc as strict as Crux Requiem, it might be very interesting as well. And I think being Lemonade also, I've seen some pretty, not pretty familiar IZNs. So maybe maybe we might not see a dominant game
Mm-hmm.
because
Absolutely.
anytime one thing about a girls tournament is that they are highly dependent on the macro more than the micro because guys are aggressive, right? They solely relies on their micro when they are fighting, and for the late games and stuff, they usually do that. They are dependent on their own skill. But for the girls, we are a little bit more decisive. Not me, them. They are a little bit more decisive, and
Debbie
I'm
is
not.
an
I'm not.
EXP lane
I'm
player, guys. She's one of the boys.
not. Okay.
She can
Oh
be
man. I mean,
officially my
hey.
boyfriend with her
Yeah.
aggression and everything, right?
I mean, yeah, this can work. Explainer aggression is like something that's normal in the books. But if we talk about the whole team in particular, I think the macro is so important for girls that sometimes they don't want to play for those high micro dependent heroes. They are more into the heroes that can win team fights and objectives altogether. So most of the time when we see girls tournament, they don't really have that much of kills. So it's kind of very a dream for analysis.
Funny enough, well, it is biologically proven. Men are, the risk takers. It's a biological fact,
Yeah,
guys. It's a biological fact. That's why
yeah.
men do this kind of, why is it called manly activities? Because men take risk, like mountain bike riding. Do you think, when you first imagine it, you imagine a dude, in a motorcycle and
Uh,
stuff, and
yep.
rock climbing and all those stuff, to stuff that have risk in it. Why do guys do
Mm-hmm.
it? Because well, it's in our main male biology to take risk because we're kind of stupid. but because genuinely, damn, I really admire people who do the most riskiest stuff because damn, that ain't gonna be me, boy. Count me as one of the girlies because I ain't I ain't ever doing any of those things like risky stuff because I hate that. uh, and that's why, man, I can go on and on again on the men versus women thing because I took a I took a report writing
Okay.
on it for 2 years.
Oh
And
my
well,
god.
yeah, I can bet my on it, bro. I know the best about it, but yeah, to be fair, we should not get into it because everybody's built different, guys. Even if it's a boy, if it's a girl, everybody's built different. There are guys who can't play mobile 5v5
Uh
for
huh.
Jack, and there are girls who can get it done. Of course, Debbie's one of them. I'm literally playing, like sitting. I'm not sitting next to her, which is sad, right? But I'm literally sitting with one of the best EXP laners I know. Like easily, you think NT is the best? Watch him play against, of course, Debbie. He will stand no chance. Any EXP laner
Oh
in
my
India,
god.
easy gap, direct EXP gap is Debbie, boys.
Nah. There's a reason why I'm a caster and not a player. But we have to, we have to
She's a
hide that fact.
caster
Yeah.
because she had to nerf herself to make sure the male players get the chance, guys. Debbie's the best EXP laner
Oh
I've seen.
no.
I once saw Debbie kill 5 people in game, not in real life. In game with a Chow on a tank build, guys. Imagine a tank build Chow killing 5 people.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's not consider the fact that those were kill steals, okay? It just
Uh
counts
huh.
the
Uh huh.
fact that at least she got 5 kills with a tank Chow, right? Easily the best
Mhm.
EXP.
Mhm. 6-7, by the way.
Damn.
But is it too bad
God
to
damn
be
it,
so
Debbie.
chronically online? Am I too brain rot for my own good?
To be fair, I love you for that because you match my freak, right? Because
Yeah.
if I told the other casters 6-7, there's gonna be like they're gonna say the number that's 2 digits ahead, right? Which
Oh,
is which is pretty common. Everybody knows that joke already, right? But 67, yeah, you got to be very well cultured to have that knowledge in yourself. Twilight, can I see a look into the teams? What's happening? Because we've been
yeah.
yapping for almost 15 minutes, but it's all fine. I'm happy to talk with Debbie, but well, of course, this
Podcast.
yeah, okay. Get ready, girls. Come on, we're waiting for you. Okay, let's just look at the names: Shella, Lenny, Diane
Yeah.
D, Sharvia, Lai Roati, and Phoenix on the side of Pink Lemonade.
Hey, hey, hey. What
Yeah,
did you say? Lie?
Lai Roati. Lal
Lal,
Roati. I thought that's my
Lalrati.
bad. Yeah. The
Okay.
side, I can't read that first name, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, yeah, we can't.
But yeah, Few, Lisu, IZ, and okay. Is that why is there a Jerry? Isn't it?
Oh, Jerry. Girl
Yeah,
max, that can be a girl. It's okay.
Jerry. I know only
Zuri.
Jerry. How does Jerry become a boy? Hmm.
Hmm. You know, everything in our tribal language, when your name ends with an I, you're usually a girl. So no matter if it's Jerry or and then Harry, you're gonna be a girl.
Jerry or Harry? What the hell?
Because if it ends with I, it's mostly a feminine word.
Yeah, yeah. Can you say my name, Ray? Okay, let's just look at the chats for now.
They
Munch. Okay, your name is
That's
Munch. I said
Wayne.
it. Huh? That's Win.
Wayne.
Win. Your YouTube name is
Wayne.
Munch. Oh, Wayne. Oh,
Wayne.
Wayne. What's up, Wayne? My goat. We try.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Say it. It's already normal at this point. Everyone's used to it.
Finally, we're gonna be going
Oh, there we
into the
go.
draft. Oh my god. For a second, I thought it's never gonna be starting, and that's probably what you thought as well. But we're finally gonna be going into the draft phase. Win production,
Please.
man, because well, that is just
Yeah.
amazing, right? How long have we been
Mhm.
yapping? Let me rewind to YouTube. We've been yapping for 20 minutes. God damn.
That's what. And wait, we did not stop talking, so kudos to us. Well, now, what are
We
we
basically
all been
casted
waiting
one
for?
game, bro. I'm counting two
Yeah, that's
games.
what.
I'm counting two games. God damn it. Frick it. 20 minutes is crazy, dog.
Dog. Because the thing is, it was worth the wait. Because look at this production, dude. Lavender, beautiful shade, and the band's looking for what we were actually looking forward to how the teams is gonna be looking like. And there we go. We have the names, we have the bands. Pink Lemonade onto the blue side, which means Crux will be having the second pick. And the
Yep.
band so far looking like a guys tournament, Ray. Look at that.
Damn, you stereotyping much? I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love the fact that it's so minimalistic and simple, but yeah, still lavender. And
Mhm.
of course, our background is looking. Our win editor man, he really the fact that he didn't even put in his maximum potential because he's saving it. He's saving it for future stuff, right? You gotta save your energy for future. But the fact that even you know that is so good. It's looking really great. But with it, of
Yeah.
course, ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of one series. Remind you, knockouts unless told otherwise. But yeah,
Okay,
CC first pick from Pink Lemonade, and of course Debbie being the EXP goat to myself, no herself. She will tell
okay.
how good it is. I love the CC because it's a female fighter hero. I
Yeah.
love the CC for a lot of reasons. Main reason, she's cute. You think I'm simping? No, no, no. It's a sense that
Mm,
EXP laners, when people think of an EXP laner, fighter woman, like people think about
yep.
a woman like Hilda,
Yeah.
Masha,
Hilda.
Freya, that
Masha.
that kind of stuff. And CC
Mm.
is such a breath of fresh air. She's like the most pooky hero, EXP lane hero, and it's so nice that she broke the stereotype that not every muscular woman has to be, an EXP laner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love that about her.
True.
Like Debbie
And now
here.
you worked. Wow. Okay, man.
I'm
I
just
love
kidding.
so.
She's 6'7", guys.
I'm 6'7", a feminist, by the way. Yeah, that joke is old already. Yeah, but still out there, man. Nevertheless, look at this. Oh my god! I think. Wait, is this a real pick? Because aren't we supposed to see another also from the side of Crux Requiem? Because CC's already picked up, which was the only first pick that they could do, and Crux Requiem should have been the one having two picks already, right? If this is a misdraft, it can be Gushin and Vexana can be the side of a Coxogram, but if it is also into the side of Pink Lemonade as well, man, I'm surprised. It's a Gushin.
Let's see what happens, right? Might be a slight glitch, maybe. Okay, it's not getting fixed, but we will soon find out the picks enough. Okay, Kagura gets picked, so that's a Gushin jungle in it. But yeah, the first two picks, guys,
Yep.
it's not getting revealed. Probably a glitch in the matrix. Hey, that kind of stuff
Metric.
happens sometimes, but we will soon get it revealed. Of course, if our streamer can show it to us only, it would be great, not to the audience, and we would know what they two are. On to the bright side, though, that's a Kagura coming in. So, which is a good thing because, well, she's mobile. She can't be caught that easily by the CC or the Gushin
Yeah.
itself. And she can also, well, target the backline.
Yeah, I like a Kagura. Especially under the good hands, Kagura is so amazing with the pickles and with the ability to try to build out onto those Sky Pusher as well. And she have, in it's kind of weird to say that Kagura is still very flexible into the builds, but she is. You can go for a full burst, but you can also, somehow add in the anti-heal as well, and you'll be able to get that damage done too. And the thing is, Kagura, this time around with the shield that she have on her passive, she's much more tankier, and the clearance is much more easier, but not better than the Vexana though, because the Vexana clear is top notch. So if we talk about the mid lane priority and the clearance, the Vexana is definitely going to be winning out. But if we talk about the combination, the escapism, and the burst potential, it's definitely going to be into the hands of the Kagura yet again.
Absolutely right. And with it, let's just see. And of course, shout out to Sayu Gaming for, of course, mentioning us. And of course, the
Ayu.
manager for Crux Requiem, Ruby Jane, for obviously being present in the stream as well, for obviously coming and supporting a team. Anybody supporting Pink Lemonade, of course. Hopefully, you guys are there as well. And with it, we are done with the bans of the second phase. Let's see what the picks are coming in. Oh, okay, it's getting updated slowly. They picked up the Irithel early on, and they banned out the
Oh,
Granger. To be fair, some people do not care the fact that you have an Irithel. Granger can still
mm,
spam, can still, of course, bully the heck out of any marksman, and Irithel is no exception until the late game. But do you want to take that
yeah.
risk? Absolutely not. So maybe they just wanted to go in and save with it. So with it, we're going to be seeing the Kufra popping in from the hands of Pink Lemonade. Let's see what the last pick is going to be, because right now Crux Requiem, if they haven't picked up the jungler in the first pick, it might be a jungler. Or let's see if it's going to be any XP laner. We'll soon find out what it is going to be.
Yeah, XP laner against the CC. That's definitely has to be the Arlot, right? It's definitely gonna be good, and I don't think they're gonna be hesitating with the Arlot as well because the combination is definitely out there already. Minotaur is a very heavy CC hero, but you kind of need to have a little bit of a setup for him too, so that he will not be uh, that much of a tanky frontliner most of the time, because he's one of the squeeziest things we have ever seen, who is always going to be risking going in. And the thing is, Pink Lemonade, I don't really like the Kufra coming through for them here, because the Minotaur has a way of self peel that he is able to cancel out all of those charges. So if timed right, I think it's definitely gonna be a Kufa having the more struggle when he tried to go for the sets, but it's still definitely gonna be good here because they do have the CC with the John with the potential initiation. But look at that Crux. They were actually having the Volvers first pick. Damn, I like this.
Absolutely. And I want to announce something. Okay.
Eh?
The part owner, but yeah, you get it, right? The owner for Crux Requiem is playing, and well, should I reveal the name? I
You
think I
should.
should reveal the name. Yeah, if I'm not
It's
wrong,
okay.
if the
You can.
roles are not swapped in, I, IZ, right,
Oh.
is Kagura is the owner for Crux Requiem. So yeah,
Oh.
she's playing today. This is actually my first time I
Damn.
found out. I thought it was someone else, right? But damn,
It was.
girls get it done, right? Girls get
They
it done. And let's now,
done it.
yeah. And with this draft on the place, we will soon dive into the land of Dawn. We'll switch into it, and of course, we're gonna be seeing what is this? Oh, today my Zushin is not moving, guys. Well, I am not moving myself, so she's going to stay stationary with me as well. And with it, with this brand new lit intro, we dive into the land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It's going to be the best of one series between Pink Lemonade and Crux Requiem as Wardroom Games kicks off with our first ever female tournament, Queen's Legacy. And with it, of course, your caster is myself, Ray. And obviously, I have to be joined by a female caster. Female tournament and no female caster. What is this, right? So of course, I'm joined by a beautiful lady herself. It is Debbie. So what's up, Debbie? Let's see how these girls get it done for herself.
Yeah, talking about the game here so far, I think we should see a little bit of a fast check onto the spells here. It's actually Kairi with the Vengeance, which I don't know why, because Kairi is a very highly immobile hero. You kind of need the Purify or the Flicker to try to stay away from trouble. But still, it's gonna be okay when he try to go for the 1v1 situation, especially against the Elusivity, who have a lot more range. But my Shayla here, she's not able to get the level 2 very early on. It's gonna be very, very bad for a hero like the Kairi though.
But yeah, well, and with it, let's just see who's gonna be in the first blood, because that's what I'm most curious about. I will let look at the early burst coming in as well, almost getting taken down the first blood by none other than the owner of Crux Requiem itself. Should I just call her the owner? It sounds kind of funny. I should just call her Iz, right? It's IZ, right? Yeah, Iz IZ. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but yeah, right now with it, let's see who gets the first blood. A little bit movement towards the bottom lane. Do they want that? Because the turtle's all the way over there. They can make a trade right here, maybe skip it, but that's of course Shayla. Shayla, better watch out. She does have Vengeance. Pretty interesting. Not going for a defensive spell, because I feel like Vengeance kind of falls into offensive, but look at the top lane. The damage is popping up. Phoveus over here. Few on Phoveus will get taken down. First blooded, but not before Phoenix gets taken down. What is this? Few on Phoveus takes down Phoenix. Oh wow, so many few. But yeah, 1-2-1 score. Yeah, FIFA.
FIFA. I don't think it's really worth it, you know? okay, man. Let's see what is gonna be more up here for the side of the team. Oh, never mind. Mid lane. Each able to grab a kill for herself, so there's gonna be a free turtle for Serena right there onto the Julian. A very early game hero as well. You want to have that early lead so they'll be able to walk away with all those goal leads that they have. And I think back to the point, right? The XP laner trading out with the with the jungle is definitely not the best case, not the best trade so far for the side of Pink Lemonade. They have to be very decisive on what they are going to be trading it out. But onto the bottom lane as well, I think Lisu is doing so well, man, against the because of the range, perhaps.
Yeah, most likely it's mainly due to the range and mobility does she have. But yeah, Kairi does not. What just happened, right? The mid lane just lost someone, and that someone is of course going to be the Vixana getting taken out here. And with it, the score goes into the favor of Crux Requiem 1-2-3, and they even got the turtle as well, right? Oh wow. Everything's going really smooth so far, and with it, maybe the snowball might just build and Pink Lemonade will have to respond.
The thing about the Elusivity is that I don't see any of the side of Pink Lemonade trying to focus onto the Elusivity much more. But the thing is, Phoenix here can try to have a kill onto the Elusivity. That is the only way that they will be able to have a shutdown on Lisu here. So she's gonna be, getting the farm out of control, and especially putting the carry against the Elusivity is definitely not the best choice, because the Elusivity is definitely gonna be having a good time with the range that she have, and of course the gold that she already accumulated. Looking at the level lead also, it's a 6-4 onto the goal side. So I wish Lemonade here, they should focus more onto the goalie, which they did. They did, right? But they weren't able to find a kill onto Lisu. Lisu has to go down.
Absolutely. And right now, look at the pressure coming in on the bot. Shayla did try to maneuver around, but it wasn't enough. And because of that, she gets taken down. 1-4 score. Turtle's going to be popping in. There is group movement there. They might be able to do something about it. But look at the Kagura. She's had a little bit of a no. First, oh my god, killing spree. That is really fast right there. And with it, since the mid laner is down, this looks like to be a favoring engage in the hands of Crux Requiem. Look at that, the minion fury popping in. Okay, Kufra does get taken down. And with it, the turtles wide open up. And there we go. I think they're going to be able to get it with no competition popping in.
Yeah, definitely. That's a second turtle onto the hands of Serena yet again, and not doing anything at the moment, just securing the objective because that's what you're gonna do here. Talking about the objectiveness coming from the girls team, we are gonna be clearly seeing it here right now because look at that engage. Not much gonna be happening. And missed onto the enhanced blade, but onto the bottom lane though. Shayla not really having the best time of her life trying to get the minion waves because the team is constantly poking Crux. They know that they have a winning gold lane, so they are trying to focus more onto it yet again. And Pink Lemonade, they know that they have to help Shayla onto this carry as well, but there's not much of a casualty just yet. We might see a start of a fight here though.
Yep, and the start of the fight already ended with the life of course, the Vexana. But look at that, the engage is actually still going on. Phoenix gets taken down, and with a double kill secured for Lissu, Kufra is popping in. But look at the damage coming in from the CC, but it's not going to be enough. That's 4 members with a heal onto the table as well. And with it, 1-9 score, a full snowball in effect into the hands of Crux Requiem with around 5,000 gold lead, Debbie.
Yeah, 5,000 gold lead, 9 kills onto the board as well, and they're going to be able to creep down to the bottom lane too. Few with the rotation, perfectly on point. He does have the Vengeance stun.
Okay, and immediately gets taken down over there. The Vengeance is not going to be helping with the amount of burst that's going to be proceeding there. And with it, of course, we're going to be... Look at that. Mid lane, most likely you're going to get taken down. Your Shayla, she's not having the most good time, but look at that. The Kufra is also getting pressure. Minion Fury Flicker combo comes in, and the Vexana does use the Eternal Guard, but it ain't going to be enough. And with it, Kufra as well as Diane gets taken down, and with it, the score 1-12, full on relentless, and there's nothing Kairi can do about it.
Yeah, this is actually happening when you do not really have a winning lane or even into the jungle side as well, especially into the mid lane too, because in this current meta it's more of a rotation coming in from the mid side, and the aggression always coming through from them. They kind of win you the objective, and if you win the objective you kind of have that snowball again. And Crux are actually built to go for the snowball. Kagura a snowball hero, Julian also a snowball hero. It's okay, but Fio onto the forest, he also needs that snowball, and this is actually a done deal for the side of Crux already. The win that they had onto the mid continuously, solo killed on ears most of the time against the Yan, that is the start. That is the actual start, and they were able to accumulate so much gold, so much damage already, and I don't think Pink Lemonade, they're able to find any gain out of this because NT also already built up on the side of Crux Requiem. There's no heal potential coming to Vortex as well, but oh my god, that is... What happened?
Okay. What just happened? Did I miss something out? Suddenly Diane was there and now she's gone. Diane, what's happening to you? But yeah, with it, 1-13 score, of course. And there we go. Around how much gold is that? Around 8,000? Yep, that's around 8,000 gold lead. 13 kills, so 12 kill deficit. 69 seconds for the Lord. 67 now. But yeah, top lane gets taken down, and with it, Crux Requiem does not seem to stop, and looks like this is gonna be a one-sided game as they will take down all the macros all across the map with no chance given.
Yeah, I think Ace is very, very good onto this Kagura man because he was able to have a kill 4 times. I think he solo killed Diana all alone, even without the flame shot. This is snowball. Oh, look at that.
Okay, immediately Phoenix gets taken down, and your Shayla as well. It's punished immediately, and with it, looks like they're already well prepared to go for the base, but okay, they do not have enough minions, but minions are going to be coming in from the top. Maybe they can pressure there. That's what Airtel is going to be trying to do. Lord popped in 20 seconds, so they can just wait out for a bit, get the Lord. I think if they get the Lord in, like, before that 40-second mark, they can get the Lord in like 5 seconds immediately, right? I think you should try to, if you're a team, I think you should try to go for that. But yeah, guys can't do it. Maybe girls can, right? I'm just kidding. But yeah,
can.
Yeah, definitely can. But what is that goal lead? That's 12,000. That is a massive thing. But what is happening right there? Kufra gets stuck in the mid, and look at that. The next one is going to be Lal Ruati gets taken down as well. And with it, looks like, look at the burst coming in from Iz, and Godlike secured for the owner of Crux Requiem. And oh, that first skill stun was really great, but it's not going to be enough. And I think they want to end it with the minions here, Debbie.
Yeah, definitely a possible end. But this is the discipline from the girls team that we have seen so far. Inhibitor gone, the clearance is still gonna be out there. Look at that Eternal Guard.
Okay, Engage popping in. Kufra does just try to revert them back instead of trying to push them into the turret, but looks like that might be a bad decision because look at that. Shayla gets taken down. Monster gets good for Serena, and the minions are going to be still popping in. The base is already chunked down to 50% of the health. Look at Gushen. Immediately gets bursted out, and so does Lal Ruati. Double kill secured as Lenny gets taken down into the hands of Fio, and with it, they're going to be able to get the base with 1-24 score with no competition that could have come from the hands of Pink Lemonade. Basically, maybe it was too cold, maybe it was too hot, or maybe it was just, I don't know. The Lemonade did not come into their favor, and Crux Requiem is going to be moving forward, and it's going to be a very dominating win, 1-24. And there we go, 10 minutes end.
So these are known teams, man. Tosca Divas, Pick to Plummet, ICN. I'm joking. Maybe but maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But what a series of minions coming in from this side, from their side, definitely so good. And I don't think there was any way for Pink Lemonade to even have a comeback because their composition wasn't good enough. To be honest, when you face an Iristel into the first phase, you kind of have to try to counter it with a very good range as well. Yes, I understand Iristel is very hard to counter, but try to play it for a very good range that can self-peel as well. Not get the vengeance, Try to get the flicker so that there will be more chance outplay potential. But I also think that the mid side was the one lacking because she's been doing such a phenomenal job in trying to go for the pickoffs most of the time, and the fact Kagura is not something you want to face, man. Even though the flame set Kagura is laughed upon, I also saw NT using it, man, and it was Dev Blue. And this time around, it's actually with the Kagura and the flame shot in combination, able to find so much kill. As Noble Kagura is an unstoppable Kagura as well, and Few. On the other hand, also with the rotation, I like that rotation coming up on the furthest, man. Always the perfect mecha for the girls team, and it's definitely awesome that they were able to rotate so disciplined, so good in that discipline, and trying to find ways to get those objectives all the time.
Absolutely. And with it does come to an end. But with it, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be finished up with this series. Crux Requiem is going to be moving forward, getting closer to that massive cash prize that we have, of course. And I'm not going to say it. You should know it if you're following Wadram Games. So if you haven't, do follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And with it, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going for a short break, but don't go anywhere. We have the match with, of course, the female lineup, or should I say, Lakshmi Chicks Fund, LCF, going to be going against Mooncreds. So if you do not want to miss out that match, of course, stay tuned with us, and we're going to be right back with the next game.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
Are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
We are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna be going back into, of course, right now the next match, which is of course going to be between LCF, not the Chit. It is going to be the Chicks Fund and Mooncreds, and it's going to be a best of one series. And of course, welcome into the Queen's Legacy series, the first female tournament by Wardrum Games. And with it, of course, we're excited to see how these two kind of well-known squads are going to be going against each other. I think many people already know about the LCF, but of course, not many know about the Mooncreds, but of course, I know. I think Debbie also knows who's playing there. So yeah, we're looking forward to how it's going to be. And of course, I just mentioned her name. Joining me again is going to be the beautiful lady, Debbie herself. And it looks like tonight I'm just going to snatch her for myself, and we might just do the whole thing. Until,
Yeah.
of course, the last one. So, of course, Debbie, welcome back. Let's just see how, if this time around it's going to be one-sided again, because it's LCF, or Mooncreds will show They're built different.
I'm hoping they, to be honest, I think LCF are one of the top teams that we had seen in India for the female side most of the time because they are always there. They were Tartarus Divas at one point, but they're also well known already and they have changed out their names also and getting to the LCF side. And now they already have a name for themselves, and we are eventually familiar with the playstyle too. But like you mentioned, Mooncreds are not that known to the tournament scene, but they are there because we have seen familiar names, but it's gonna be not an easy feat for them too, to be honest. Because LCF, like Chris said, they have already been out there for so long together playing. The synergy is definitely gonna be out there. They have a lot of heroes in their pool too, and their playstyle is completely dependent on what they are gonna be getting the combination on too. So Mooncreds, I think they got to be ready because, of course, when you go against unknown teams, it's kind of harder to read them than normal. And you might be shocked that maybe some of the players might eventually pull out the fanny as well, and you are not gonna ban it out because you don't really know. So that kind of becomes a good factor for the underdog teams most of the time.
Absolutely. And I love that duck, man, on the icon for LCF.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
really cute. But yeah, Mooncreds. God damn, they look like a car brand, bro. Damn. Like if you
Yeah.
can tell me that's a like a car's, brand icon, and I would believe you because damn, that is a premium icon. Let's see how premium they can give us the game tonight. And for some reason, I kind of find it funny. The draft for Mooncreds, it's more zoomed in.
On the neck, on the chin, the jawline.
On the yeah, they're mewing right now. Kadita
Yeah, they're
especially
viewing.
fish mewing. But of course, right now we're gonna be seeing the draft begin pretty soon. So with the final bands almost coming up, any guesses about it? I am of course expecting hmm, any
No,
Lancelots. Any Lancelots? Can I see any Lancelots?
oh wait, the Lancelot shouldn't be banned, man. The Lancelot should be picked away. I just want to see a Lancelot for myself. That's just a personal favor. But yeah, I think there are ways for them. Oh wait, they can. Okay, there we go. Angela's got to be banned. And one Crutch, they have good bans, solid bans. Gatot and Kadita are very deadly combination as well. And if you ban out the Gatot most of the time, you kind of want to play the Yishin because that's a meta jungler we're talking about, and the uses in the Lancelot as well. Gatot is really a good hero against him too. So maybe they are setting up for that Yishin Xin, but we'll never know because these are teams that kind of depends on the macro stuff as well. So what could they remove here though?
Let's see what they can remove here. Last band coming in, and we're gonna be soon finding it out.
Grok.
Okay, they removed the Grok Mooncreds. I think they've done some research here because I think yes, Grok can be a ban, but I feel like you kind of have to know if your opponent is someone who can
Mm-hmm.
utilize the Grok to the best. And LCF, oh my god, they said we know the trend. We know the meta,
Yeah.
and it's the Bane that might be the Bane of existence for Mooncreds, because god damn, his burst on S2 is just nasty. It's not even nasty, like it's an abomination of what is this, and I sense a nerf coming any second. Like, I mean, basically any patch right now. But let's see,
Uh-huh.
what do you predict the two picks?
Two picks from Mooncreds. It's so hard to go against the Bane unless you wanna, go against him with a another magic damage dealer onto the gold side or play an
Hmm.
assassin. Hayabusa is a very good option because if you play the Joy, you're gonna be cancelled out with the deadly catch. So maybe they can go for a safer road. They can go for the Phobias and the Kalea combination, or go for the first very early on, so they will not be reached by the Bane here. But the thing is, you cannot be only one dimensional because there are so many ways for LCF to try to combo this Bane together with any kind of combination that they want. So Mooncreds, uh, I think they have to play it safe.
Yeah, they have to play it safe, and looks like we do have something going on with the right side. So yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Just like previous one, it will get fixed as we progress towards the draft. And let's just see what LCF is going to be picking it up for themselves right now. Because of course, okay, here
Oh,
comes the Korean Oppa, the Admiral,
got
going to be showing himself up, and with it, Oh my god. Let's just see what happens, right, Debbie?
Oh, Terizla, Yishin, deadly combination. I think the Terizla has, it hasn't been recently popular, but the last time that I've seen Kat play the Terizla, it was so amazing on that. It was one of her most pick as well, if I'm not wrong. But I'm pretty unsure because the Terizla is not really a meta hero. You cannot really give that without further discussion. It's more of a hero that you pick as a counter, a
Yeah.
situational pick, I say. But I think you have to be as confident as CF here to pick it into the first phase. Maybe they are trying to, go and just target the XP side, deny maybe. But look at that Mooncreds though. They have a Yuzong. Too early again.
Hmm. It's a huge Hong pick, so why is it not a me Zhong pick or Day Zhong pick? I'm just
Okay.
freaking around, man. But yeah. Anyways, the Yu Zhong, of course, it's not a bad pick, especially considering that's a Terizla, because Terizla high HP target. Yu Zhong, he has HP based damage, right? So it's not that much of an issue going against the lane, but it's the team fight that's going to be mattering the most. And I'm curious
Yeah.
about how they're going to be handling with that, of course. But let's just see. Okay, there we go. A few resets happening, of course, because the first two picks are not visible, but don't worry about it. They will be visible later on. It just happens that sometimes there are glitch, right? And sometimes there are things out of our control. And with it, let's just see the next phase of the bans that are going to be coming up. That's a Farsa gone right there. What else do you think they should ban, Debbie?
If when Kratz weren't picking the Zusian here, I think they should have been using the Zusian, right? Because it was the most valid choice too. But X-Rock banned, of course, you gotta remove one of the the best jungles for the girls team here. When Kratz, they now that they don't have the Yushin no more, they kind of need to have a backline diver. But oh wait, it's a ban instead. So what can they remove for LCF? Another mage ban can come through. Maybe the
Mm-hmm.
Selena, I don't know. Selena is not really that much of a threat. Onto good hands, it is, so they can also remove it as well, not take chances. But what are the better options than the Selena? They can wait. Gimme?
Hmm. Perhaps. Maybe. It's a maybe. But
Yeah,
yeah, the two
maybe.
since the first two picks are not revealed, it's a little bit confusing, like what is
Uh-huh.
happening, right?
Yeah, true.
So, let's just wait out and see what the next few picks are going to be, as we will soon find out. Obviously, soon enough. And with it, let's just see. Let's just wait out for a while, guys. Of course. Until then, Debbie. Any more guesses in it? I don't have any guesses, honestly. Like, damn, what am I thinking? My brain's kind of empty because the slots are empty. But let's see. I think they're taking their good time, man. I think they're really thinking it through. I would be happy if there's a Zushin, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I be, right? Well, I'm the
Yeah,
definition of that.
that's what I
So
think.
let's just wait out. Let's just wait out. So yeah.
Mm, you know,
Hmm.
I kind of have a mad thought here for LCF combination
Come on.
because we cannot
Say
see
it.
Mooncreds, right? What if they go for a mid lane Gimme, Because Gimme Gimme uses in Bane combination. Come on, who can stop that? Just get the high lows, right? Just
I
get the
think
high
that's what
lows
they
into the
were gonna
room.
do. Oh, there we go.
No,
There we go. There we go. We get the
I
what
predicted
is it?
this, Nathan, by the way.
Of course you did. Debbie's the goat right here. She's goat in a lot of things. One of the things
Okay.
started with a T and end with a T as
Alright.
well. But yeah. But yeah.
Taunting.
Yeah. Taunting. But yeah. Anyways, last two picks coming in, just like you mentioned, we might be seeing that Kimi popping up right here and the high loss as well. Because, well, Debbie suggested it, and that's what they should be doing, man. It will be unstoppable.
Hey.
But last time we just saw the Minotaur being really impactful. But let's see if it will be impactful again. Because, of course, it's another game, it's another match, and things do change with time and everything. But yeah, okay, Kagura showing herself up again. And
Yeah.
with it, here comes the Khalid roam instead.
Double.
Surprisingly surprising. Not too surprising, maybe. But yeah, whatever it is, well, right now, that Khalid is going to be really kind of a hard up. What do you say? What do you say it again? Like, god damn it, I forgot the
Eh?
word, bro. Come on. Yeah, basically initiation, right? Basically the initiation. It's going to be a
Mm,
little bit hard for the side of team Mooncreds to rotate easily because this guy, he walks fast, he rotates fast, and he also disturbs your lanings and potential and everything. So let's just see.
yeah.
Last pick popping in. We will soon find out if the first pick was a mage or a, whatever we
Yeah,
missed out
that's
on.
us. Because the thing is they have the Natan already. It could have been the Jushin. I'm not gonna lie, and with the yeah, it's Jushin, man. Look at that.
There we
So
go. There we go.
yeah,
Freaking no
finally,
doubts
and
about it.
Joy
I
too.
trust.
Damn,
I trust Shazza right here to give me
the
what I want, of
zoo.
course. Thank you so much, Shazza. I will appreciate you a lot for doing that. And there we
It's
go. They close the
so
draft off with the joy. So, of course, my dear analyst, please
fun.
give me the breakdown.
Okay, this is what I loved about the draft coming in from Mooncreds. I was saw a little bit of a magic into the goal side, but they could have gone for the Hayabusa, into the jungles for the extra physical damage. Because if they had a physical into the gold lane, they could have went for the joy. But it's still gonna be fine because they have a little bit of utility onto the mid side, which is definitely one of the best thing too. And one thing I noticed about LCF Roma is that she's so versatile. She can play the
Mm-hmm.
supports, she can play any kind of fighter into the room, which is highly likely the Badang and the Khalid, and she's well versed onto those hideouts, the slow initiator, the damage circle as well. So it's so hard to draft against LCF most of the time, from what I've noticed. That's why it kind of put Mooncreds in a position where they had to
Smash
go for the
them!
Joy, but the Joy against the Khalid
All
in this kind
troops
of
deployed!
combination, I think she have to be very, very careful. And I think it's Numi though on the Joy.
Yeah, it should be Numi. And with it, ladies and gentlemen, of course, welcome into the Land of Dawn. And we're going to be going into this LCF and Mooncreds best of one series match. And it's going to be an exciting one, of course. And with it, there we go, into the Land of Dawn. And you can get yourself familiarized with who's playing who. And there we go. Our beloved Numi, right? Our caster, host, and right
Yeah.
now a tournament player, right? She's doing everything. She's hustling and bustling, and with it, let's just see how this game turns out. And of course, joining me is none other than another beautiful lady. Of course, it's Debbie herself, who's also doing a lot of things. She's the manager, she's the player, she's the caster, she's everything as well. Damn, all the women in our community are so talented. Makes our boys feel. Just kidding. But anyways, look at that. Mid lane, already some pressure popping in, but you know who I'm gonna be supporting. Sorry, LCF, but Zushin team all the win.
So as we go for LCF, that's what you meant, right? Because there's a Yixin Sin. Oh, it's Michelle. Oh, wait, onto the bottom lane though. Look at that.
Okay, bottom lane engage already popping in. Ella gets taken down by Garam Chai. Oh wow, that's a really nice name, Garam Chai. That is something that I really,
Chai.
really need right now because yeah, my
Me
throat
too.
is definitely aching a little bit after yapping for 25 minutes of nothingness. But thankfully, it was Debbie and things didn't go awkward. Even the most brainwashed things can be entertaining
Yeah.
with people who match your freak, right? So yeah, into the top lane as well. Numi takes down the Bane and it hits 0-2
Ooh.
score.
One thing I do notice, right, is that they have a change up into the jungle, right? Will Ramos is anxious, I suppose. She used to be the jungle and Michelle used to be the mid laner, right? Used to be the mid lane. But I really, really love Michelle onto the jungle, man, because she plays a mean Fanny. But hey, look at the engage.
Okay, engage almost was success, but it will be kind of an unsuccess right there. No, but Numi gets taken down by Cat right here. That was was that a mistake or was that just the fact that kind of got outplayed? And with it, Yuchin right now getting the pressure right there. Look at the pressure coming in from the Yuzhong Dragon Form being used, but that's a turtle with no jungler, and it's gonna be going into the hands of Michelle. Black Dragon Form does get kind of wasted out at 1-2 score, but the turtle is gonna be equalizing the favor.
Yeah, W, man. I think that was a very great initiative for the side of LCF. But also, Mooncreds with the rotation onto the bottom lane, they were able to trade it out with the kill and able to find and get a kill onto the top lane as well. But they're going to be losing onto the turtle because this is a mid-winning lane. The Jushin always win out onto the lane no matter what you're going to be pairing up with. But then again, LCF, they really work with the Kagura because the Kagura is a kind of a camper hero. You kind of want to go for the burst, take down the opponent before the start of any kind of objective, and that is exactly what Cat has been doing onto that Kagura, and I really like that she was able to grab a kill onto Numi as well, which is the jungle by the way. But top lane though, I think Mooncreds are trying to focus onto the top lane as much as possible, but they will not be engaging anytime soon because the safe plays coming out from Will Ramos is paying off.
Absolutely, and right now we might see the next engage popping somewhere else completely, right? So let's just wait out for a bit, and let's see. Zushin might be the primary target. Look at the, of course, she immediately uses the Crimson Beacon to get out of the danger, and with it, that's a fail engage, but still, it's an engage of sorts, right? But yeah, let's see. 1-2 score still into the boards.
That's actually too passive, I would say, for Enjoy, right? I mean...
Okay, Zushin doesn't have the Crimson Beacon, and that's a green signal. Suki gets the kill, and with it, they right now settle the score of 2-4-2. They are looking pretty good right now, Debbie.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good. 2-2 is the score under 4 minutes. This is actually a very slow game still. But Michelle onto the Yushin, you know, this is one of the best assassin players that I've known so far. So I'm pretty surprised he did not go for the Fanny. But still, and Gates coming in, Numi.
Okay, Numi might just get taken down here, but she does get out of the situation. Not before, of course, she gets into a little bit of a trouble herself. But the engage still popping in. Sajak gets taken down on the other side of the map. There's still engage going in as well. There's so much happening all across the map because Cat gets taken down right now, but so does Garam Chai herself as well. And Will Ramos settles the score of 4-4. Let's just see what happens, right? Because right now, damn, is it not looking a little bit... Oh, Nathan right now just got a macro. That's a good thing for themselves, but let's just see, right? We still have a few more seconds. Oh no, not a few more seconds. The turtle's already here, and with it, let's just see what happens. The engage might be popping in any second right now. Look at that, Debbie. Okay, do they want to go in?
They should, because Suki, she have the raging set, which is the most perfect initiation for him and for her. But the thing is, for the Minotaur here, Rhea, she really have to try to go for the disengage. Look at that.
Okay, engage popping in, deadly catch getting used, and Yuzhong is going to be the first one to be falling, but Crimson Beacon is going to be making sure that, of course, the Terizla gets taken down. Ella is out of the situation. Numi, you're getting pretty low, and you should have gotten out of there. So, obviously, that's going to be a double kill secured. The Turtles fight is going to be not into the favor, as Killing Spree gets secured into the side of LCF, and with it, 8-5 score into the favor of LCF.
Unfortunate for the side of Mooncreds, I would say that fight was not on point because Garam Chai did not have the way of the Black Dragon or the Petrify as well. It could have been an active one if, you know, she was the one who engaged first, because for the Minotaur, you have to watch out. You have to really watch out for the Raging Sandstorm also. So I think it was more of LCF having a lot more information onto the spells, onto the ultimate cooldowns on the side of Mooncreds than Mooncreds doing a bad job, I think. But now it's gonna be one resources being popped away, engage upon on Garam Chai, so another 40 seconds and she will not be able to contest onto those objectives yet again. But good thing though, they shouldn't be taking any team fight just yet.
Oh, but no, they do take a team fight, because look at that, that's a 5-man Hail Mary, and with it, a lot of damage is going to be there. Neko does get taken down, but so does Cat into the scene. Zushin, okay, Numi is going to be getting out of there, but look at his Zushin, doesn't have enough mana right now. Minotaur pretty low on HP, will get most likely taken down, really trying to divert the attention, but it's not going to be enough. Suki gets a kill, and with it, they're still going to be chasing Numi. That's a bold decision you're doing, and that was a bold one indeed. Getting taken down right there. Garam Chai also gets taken down. This Bane is proving to be the bane of their existence, and with it, 12-6 score, almost twice as much, and they're going to be pressuring the mid lane right now. Look at the Yushin coming in with the Mountain Chopper. There is, of course, the deadly catch. Too much damage. Neko getting caught in the vicinity right there. 13-6 score, and with it, the pressure is right now on. And Kagura, okay, going for an engage, but here comes the joy, maybe, possibly. Numi does find Cat, but that's a flicker combo getting used. Oh, beats coming in as well, but not gonna be enough. Numi better have to retreat right there and there.
Yeah, I think this is absolutely bonkers to see the damage coming through with the deadly kills on Will Ramos, man. But hey,
okay,
that's gonna be an ending.
Bottom lane, look at the deadly catch, so much damage is going to be popping in, and Suki is the one who actually gets punished. Crimson Beacon getting used up as well. Minotaur Fury also used up, a lot of crowd control, everything shut it down to the hands of Za, and with it, looks like this is a little bit of a comeback situation coming in from Mooncreds. Yuzhong all the way into the fade. Oh, Cat survived with 1 HP clutch, but of course leaving Ella right there. But Ella, will they survive? But oh, Numi, jungler versus jungler, 1 versus 1. Numi wins it out. The retribution. Jungle Goat right here, getting the gap. But it is still 13-8 score. They're trying to make a comeback. But look at that, Kagura coming in on that cloud. Can they make a play? Let's just see. Okay, look at Suki coming back into the scene. Minotaur is getting taken out quite low. Suza just get the wishing lantern here, Debbie.
I think it was surprising to say that Numi won the retribution without the retribution, and it's the electrifying beats that made her win that retribution. And now it's gonna be the holy crystal. Oh my god, okay, Secret Mother holy crystal, it's pretty okay, but Genius one would have been better. But I think already at this point, the damage coming through from Will Ramos is definitely on top here. C is gonna be unstoppable at this point if C have a free hit, because I would like to say that Bane is a mirage. You know, you kind of think that he's low on HP and you try to engage on it, but then again, one drink on the hand and it's already gonna be a full build onto that Bane. So I kind of got the gist out there, you know, even when Numi was trying to engage, seeing the low HP is coming from that octopus. But yeah, still now I think you have to be very decisive on what and who to engage on as well, because looking at the side of LCF, their lineup, they have a lot of heal, man.
Yep, they have a lot of heals into the form of course, their own spell vamp, but the other side, they're compensating with the Minotaur's Flask of Oasis. And that's mainly going to be the strat, most likely. But let's just see, let's just wait out for a bit, and we will most likely soon see if the game turns into favor of Mooncreds. But because look at that macro right now, so much into favor. Okay, bottom lane, there's a 1 versus 1 happening. Yushin Shin almost takes down, but right now Suza sees the situation, decides to engage, but they're going to be going back as well. And with it, Numi had to retreat with the joyful beats, but look at that, Kagura Cat comes in with a combo, gets it! Numi gets taken down, and look at the damage from the deadly cat, so much, it's so Garamchai gets taken down. Minotaur is going to be using a defensive Minion Fury and gets out of it with the Flicker Zone, but it's not going to be enough. The damage is there. Ella does not get taken down, has enough sustain to survive just in a bit, and their Touch Shields are slowly going to be losing their integrities, and with it, look at the Lord, it's going to be taken down with not much pressure or competition coming in from the side of Mooncreds.
7k goal onto the hands of Ramos in comparison to 6k for Nathan here. Neko is not really having the greatest time of her life, but yet again, the builds are going to be coming through. No Stardom side, it's going to be the Windtalker she's trying to opt for, and maybe it's going to be the Stardom side now, or maybe it can also be Concentrator.
Oh
right?
yeah, you're right. There goes, she's my favorite analyst, right? Analyst. My favorite analyst for a reason.
I would like, you know, for some reason, even with the nerf of the Starlim, I kind of like the Starlim first and then the Feather of Heaven second, because you kind of have to need that true damage dealing potential coming out from that item. But because of the tankiness coming from side of LCF already, you kind of need anti-heal as well, which is gonna be Mooncreds' prio item. But they haven't been able to get that yet, so it's gonna be okay because there's still time. Cat with the pick off onto the Kagura has been doing a really good job into the start, so the Lord is marching into the mid side. There's a potential set. Suki have the Raging Sandstorm.
Okay, mid lane, Black Dragon form getting used. Look at the engage popping in. The Lord is going to be the main reason because it's pretty chunky still. It's not getting taken down quite low yet. Aiden does use the entropy. Dishes out the damage. Crimson Wicked, but Garamchai gets taken down right now. And with the XP laner down, it's just the green signal for side. Of course, none other than the LCF. But look at the Khalid popping in with the Flicker combo. But look at the damage popping in. Suza gets taken down, shut down with the Tornado Blades. And okay, Minotaur does go in for an engage. Suki also gets taken down. Okay, prices are getting paid left and right, but Numi also falls down. But look at that. Can they push? Maybe they can dance. Maybe.
Yeah. But the thing is, oh, okay, there we go, never mind. The Deadly Cat is definitely out there trying to do something. Michelle with the Multi Shaker not doing anything out there because they know not to engage and when to engage and not to. But Neko, I thought he was actually building the parts for either the Starlim or the Concentrated, but he's actually hoping to go, trying to go for the Holy Crystal, which by far is one of the best, but it's a little bit, something that's rust. Because most of the time when you build on a ton, you're gonna have to slowly build it up and get the main damage part to the last, but it's still gonna be okay. Yes, you can go for any kind of build because the damage is already so highly dependent on her. But the fact that LCF have a 2 late game heroes is still hanging around into the faces of Mooncreds here, because they have the Natan, of course. They have to set up for the Natan. Look at that.
Okay, let's see. Bottom lane, here we go. Maybe a possible engage coming right up any second. But looks like they're still going to be waiting because Lord's still 20 seconds onto the clock, right? They can't take any risk. Might be the final push for LCF. And of course, Mooncreds might not be enough to defend it because their wave clear is not the best. Of course, I know my wife the best, right? Zushin, not Debbie. I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Okay.
Zushin, her wave clear is kind of terrible, right? Especially when there's so many minions popping in. It's hard to defend. The only one that's going to be mainly responsible is going to be Neko. And Neko is the main priority right now. Despite the fact that she has a lot of damage, I don't think it's going to be enough if like all 5 people just climb on top of her, right? There's a freaking Bane who can just deadly catch flicker combo. There is, well, Mountain Chakra, that damage. There's Suki, flicker combo. There's Terizla, flicker combo. Everyone is here can do a dive right on top of the marksman. He can just try, she can just try, but it's not going to be enough, right? So I think this might be the end, and this might be the final push that, of course, the side of LCF is looking for. Lane sync is pretty good. There's no minions there. They're just going to be delaying the mid lane a little bit. Good decision. Let's see the final push. Debbie, anything?
Yeah, I think Real Ramos is fat, man, and whatever set they made, they're gonna be busted out, because look at that. Like, Dragon already popped.
Entropy getting used. Lord, okay, knock off into the backline, but look at that. Crimson Beacon, but Nathan Lord gets hit, and just like I said, Neko gets taken down right now. Don't have any wave clear. Lord's into the base. Base getting taken down quite low. Double kill getting sick out as well, and look at it. It's going to be the end of Mooncreds as the score sits at 23-11, and LCF will get that victory. It was a hard-fought battle by Mooncreds, but ultimately, it was, of course, the girls from the side of Lakshmi Chicks Fund, or should I say the chicks from the Lakshmi Chicks Fund, getting the win. And, of course, Will Ramos. Is that anxious? Well, anxious. Damn, we should be contending with, of course, the goal laner for LCF as well, right? But yeah, really great job here at.
Definitely, I said it was amazing, but I would say the early game was important for LCF, to be honest, because they have they need that snowball with the Yi Shin, and of course her join not so much, but it's more important for the Yi Shin, and that is what they made up for the Khalid. This is a disgusting hero, man, because the Khalid into the early phases of the game, you with level 1 already, you are such a bully that there's no way for the mid laner to try to go around you, and you're just being out there spinning your sand, your robe, and you know they are half down to their HPs, and that's definitely what the upside, the advantage of the Khalid is starting there. And I think they use this so well with the combination coming through with the Kagura too. They were able to find the early game, and when you had that early game, the objective was definitely easy. You have the map control, and you had the good setups too. And of course, from that very early game, Mooncreds, they were able to find a kill onto Ella, but they were actually wasting a lot of resources rotating down to the bottom lane at just level 2.
Oh, yeah, and with it, of course, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with this game as well. And LCF, aka Lakshmi Chicks Fund, is going to be moving forward to the next phase, of course. And with it, we're going to be taking a short little break, but do not go anywhere. We have one last game to entertain you, and we will be right back. So stay tuned on Wandrum Games. This is Queen's Legacy Series. We'll be right back with a short break.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed, cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed, cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
Are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed, cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
We are the aspirants.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
are the aspirants.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be heading into the last match of the evening, of course, for our Queen's Legacy series. And it's obviously we've just had two really exciting games back to back. One was pretty one-sided. The other one had great competition, I would say. But of course, ultimately, the winner was Lakshmi Chicks Fun. And of course, to bringing in even more action right now is going to be another two female teams, all female, and we're going to be looking forward to them, of course, right, Debbie? And
Yep.
oh yeah, of course, myself, Ray. You might be asking, what's this guy doing here? No, I'm a girl, guys. I'm just kidding. I'm joined by, of course, my boyfriend here, guys. That's why I'm a girl.
Okay.
See, she's my boyfriend. I'm just kidding. It's Debbie joining me for, of course, this whole evening today. So yeah, Debbie, we have two more teams before we head on. Of course, we head to our beds.
Uh-huh. That's actually amazing that we come so far. To be honest, I thought that we'll be having all of the teams playing today because there are some amazing teams that I've heard. But nevertheless, we are definitely going to the last one. I hope there's going to be a different story the next day because we kind of want to see all the teams playing on stream as well. But yeah, a good gameplay is coming in. Teams that have played today, the knockouts are very, very brutal, to be honest. The
Yeah.
first day you played KO, right? And I am pretty sad for Numi's team also. The first day they had to meet LCF, man. Come on. It was
The most
unfortunately GG.
unluckiest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. One of the known teams are gonna be right now again, right?
Yep.
Tosca
I think it's
Steelers.
Yama. It's Yama schedule. Oh wait, Sarah is playing, is it?
It's
Guys, you were asking for Sarah, and there she comes, right? And there we go.
Yes.
We're gonna be, of course, seeing Sarah not in a caster's desk. She's gonna be on the.
Yes.
Well, yeah, there we
Player.
go. Sarah. Where's Sarah? Let me quickly see. Sarah's here, right? Sarah's
Is
playing,
here.
right? Oh yes, she's playing, boys. Sarah's playing. Sarah's playing. I gotta type it. Yamasela
Sarah
Shields,
is.
guys.
Sarah is playing. Let's
Yeah.
go. So finally, we got what we want. I thought it was Tosca Divas again. Nevertheless, Velvet Vibes, they're gonna be onto the other side yet again. I think Yama Celestials are also the one that is already known because the team is fairly new, but the players definitely aren't because we already talked about Cyrus in the side of Yama Celestials, and I think Daki is also there, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah,
Maybe. No, Ducky is actually on
definitely.
the EVT. Ducky's on EVT.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it? I got messed up with the
Yeah,
AVT.
no, it's all
Okay,
good. It's
it's all
Debbie
good, man.
making mistake is okay. It's all good. Nobody's going to do
Because there are
anything
so
about it.
many, in like Crux Requiem, right? They had boys team. LCF, they are boys team. Yama, they are boys team. And what did I miss? What did I miss? Elusivity, right? And now
Yeah, they
they are
also got.
coming back today. They are all girls team now, and this is exciting. This is why I love it, man. I love the girls tournament as well because it kind of give a whole lot of space for the girls to show themselves as well. Not only the casting. If I had chances, I would play, but I'm not good. I'm not a pro player. That's why I'm here casting, and
No,
Sarah is
no,
playing.
no, 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 no. I won't. I
No,
won't just watch and
really.
Let my Debbie talk
Okay.
down on herself. No, no, no. She's
No,
not
nah.
playing, so other teams can have chance, guys. We
Okay.
we can basically literally sweep everyone, but we don't want that. It's so rude,
Yeah, we
right?
don't.
We don't want
That's right.
that. We are letting the teams get the spotlight, and of course, to get the spotlight, we had to give our slots away. So yeah, it's all according to the
Yeah,
plan, guys. We're just letting others
definitely.
win. We're just
Mhm.
settling for less, way less,
We
right, Debbie?
we hosted a whole tournament because of it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so they
Shine
can get
light.
the win for
Yeah.
themselves, right? So yeah.
Uh-huh. Of course, right? Like the prize pool also. Come on, man. You're just gonna be sitting and playing. You're gonna be gaining all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
Yeah.
Very, very juicy, like 10K, you know?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And goddamn, what is this mosquitoes? For some reason, I don't. I what do I say even? I wish it was something else that was sucking it off, not the freaking mosquitoes, man. What the frick?
Okay, man.
There's so many. There's so many. Jesus Christ. You know, the mosquitoes in the city are like freaking Iron
Uh-huh.
Man or something. No, freaking Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, so what kind of mutant mosquitoes are these that they do not die from incense? Like those, those sticks that you can, you get my point, right?
That's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Why these mosquitoes like are so resilient? 1 second. Let me just turn up even more incense. So yeah, Debbie, cover for a second.
Yeah, that's a completely brutal, honesty live coming from Dre, and I think I'm really up for that. But yeah, to be honest, I was really looking forward to Sarah joining any kind of uh squad because he has been out there hosting tournaments, playing tournaments, able to
The
get a win or two
OG.
yet again. The
The
OG,
OG.
this, the thing is, she's very versatile, right? She can play the gold lane. She also play the mid lane. So I think this time around also she might eventually surprise us with playing any other role, and I won't be eventually not surprised anymore because of how versatile she can get.
Yeah.
And I think it's really exciting to see that she had been living the game for a while now. But with the return of Wardrum, not Wardrum, return of the women's tournament by Wardrum, she was able to step back into the zone yet again. So this is one of the advantage of having this tournament for the girls team also, because most of the time when you see teams playing girls,
Mm-hmm.
they are looked down upon, right? They be like, yeah, they won't be able to play that much in a good way. The rotations are gonna be behind, and we expected that into the first round. I'm gonna be honest, we kind of did not expect so many good teams to be appearing into the first round itself, but we were able to see the not so normal, not so basic kind of heroes being picked away by all the jungles mainly, and of course the XP lanes as well. Because most of the time when you see the XP side, you kind of expect a Gatot, and there is but we have been seeing the Phobias also, the CC also. That's definitely out in the meta, and I think girls,
Mm-hmm.
man, they know what they are doing.
Absolutely. You're a girl and you know what you're doing, right? So if I know what I'm doing, does that make me a girl? I'm just freaking around, guys. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Well, with it, we're just gonna be waiting again. I hope we're not needed to yap for 30 minutes more, because if that happens, my throat might have to say goodbye in the in the next event. But yeah, unfortunately, they're here. Of course, Sarah, maybe she's cracking her knuckles, and damn, I should not
Yeah.
say that. It doesn't take that too long to crack your knuckles. Maybe she's just
Uh-huh.
preparing her device. Maybe because it's been so long since you've run the game on it. Does your
Yep.
phone run the game really smoothly? My phone heats up like crazy. I need a device
Okay.
upgrade, but damn, I don't have money. Like
That's why
how
you're
people
casting.
say, oh yeah, yeah, man. That's why I'm casting. But yeah, like the people say, my doctor said I have an issue. It's called poverty.
Yeah, everyone have an issue,
Yeah,
but
not everyone,
it's
man. There are
poverty
some
with casting, man.
rich MWFs who are
MWFs.
not. They're immune from this disease, man. But yeah, just kidding
Yeah.
with it. Damn, where are these girls? Can I see a preview? Are the girls present here yet? Because tell them Ray's waiting. I mean, Sarah will know. Right, Sarah will know. And who else was in her team? Sayu. Oh yeah, we basically have two casters, right? Basically, right? Playing
Mhm.
for us. Wow. So many casters also being players. Meanwhile, I don't really give a because being a
Okay.
player is so headache. Okay, everybody's ready. Well, where is? Come on, start the game. Start the game. Start it.
Okay.
Start.
Got it,
Start it.
man.
Start
We're
it.
hoping
Girls are
for it.
already here. What is this? What is
Oh,
this? I just need a draft. Come on. Come on. Come on. Show me the draft. Show me the draft to
yeah.
Papa, to Mama,
Okay.
to
All right.
Aunt, to
All right.
Uncle, whatever it is. Bro,
All right.
I just want to see the game. I just want to see the girls strategizing, because like I ain't doing cam and stuff. So like it's so empty screen, man. This is why I do
Mhm.
cam, man, because it's kind of boring just seeing myself. I mean, I don't get bored seeing the Zushin, but it's kind of bored seeing myself smiling all the time because I make so many expressions when I use Cam. But yeah, there we go, Velvet vibes coming in, and of course Yama Celestials as well, and we're gonna be seeing Sarah and Sayu. Oh my god, I'm so excited to cast for her finally because, well, of course. Usually, girl tournaments they don't really get casters. Even if they do, they get female casters and stuff, right? So, but since it's
Yeah.
Wardum, I get the privilege, guys. See, Wardum
Uh-huh.
privileges. But yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm a girl myself. I'm just
Okay.
I
We
should
know.
stop that. Debbie, what do you think? Am I girl or
Yeah.
I'm just
You always say this yourself too, so it's definitely
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Everybody else
know,
said it. It's
the
not
thing
me too.
about, I mean, it's Warda, man. You got the, yeah, you got the, yeah, you don't got it, but yeah, you squeeze it. You squeeze the advantage whenever you get it right. So
Yeah. Better squeeze
privileges,
it.
yeah,
You
before
have
it
to
goes
squeeze
bad.
it. But there's nothing to squeeze here. I should probably get a I should probably get a
Yeah.
I've seen the MPL players and stuff. They keep squeezing something. Have you noticed? I don't know
Yeah.
what is it called. Is it like for their hands? Like so it doesn't like I'm not sure.
It's a
I've seen
massage?
them. Yeah, they keep squeezing something like a
Yeah.
plushie kind of thing. All of the players
Mm-hmm.
do it. So yeah, I need something
That's
like that. You know?
yeah. I've seen them too. But I think they're gonna be having it right now. But looking at the band so far, you know, Yama Celestial, they have a mean Edital player, which is Siren. So you got to ban out the Edital for Velvet. They know what they are doing. The Grok and the Kadita gone. And CC Angela also removed. So Yama, what can they ban here? Do they want to ban the Xborg or the Jushin or Kalea? What else? What else?
What else? What else? What else? What else?
Yishun Shang.
Okay. Zushin still left that open. Velvet vibes right now of getting that first pick. Let's see what did they go for. CC's not here. Karita's not here. Lancelot. Okay, they go for the Vixana. Velvet vibes Vixana.
Oh.
VVVVV.
Vivi, okay. I think Velxana Velvet Vibes definitely one of the best hero to clear into the mid side, but it is not gonna be the best into the first pick, right? Because there's always ways for the assassins to come through for the side of Yama Celestial, but the Bane is definitely gonna be one of the most important hero, a very high priority hero as well. So it's gonna be picked away by the side of Yama Celestial and in combination with the Arlet. Damn, Arlott. I like me an Arlott with the dash, right? And the heal and the shield he have. And the setup's potential too. So this is gonna be giving a lot of time for the roamer to have a good pickup. You know, it can also be a
Yeah.
roam support, but it can also be a good setup tank.
Yeah, absolutely right, Debbie. Because I,
Mhm.
I would prefer it until you explain because the amount of sets you can make on a Arlot is just insane, right? So with it,
True.
we're gonna be of course witnessing the what is it? The side of Velvet Vibes. What do they have right now? They still got the Lancelot. They still got they don't have the Yushin. They still have the Granger, and I think that is something that they want to prioritize. But no, it's gonna be the King itself. It's going to be the Minstar. Interesting. Very interesting,
King.
actually.
I like the joy, but against the Bane, nah. But the Visitor, I think it's more of them trying to deduce out the dashy assassins to be appearing from the side of Yama Celestials or Velvet vibes. I think they are very, very decisive, but I think Visitor is a very squishy hero. He does have the damage, he does have the setup, but it's not the best choice to go for into the early game. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think they have to be very careful in what they're drafting now into the second phases because Yama right now, what is another good hero that they can pick here? Should they go directly for the assassin or keep it away for some time? Khalid, W.
Of course, you like the Khalid, right?
Yeah,
But
man. Aladdin.
Aladdin, I can show you the world.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that one, the magic carpet.
yeah, the magic
His
carpet.
passive is a magic carpet, right, man? Look,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
Technically,
always
yep. It
yeah.
is. It is a magic carpet. So you're on point with it, Debbie. With the, of course, great analogies. Well, she's the analyst, right? So who can
Okay,
surpass
man.
her? on those analogies as well. So of course, looking forward to that one. But yeah, let's just see. We're gonna be seeing the bans popping up really soon. Both of the sides, okay, that's a EXP lane, mid lane, and a roamer. The other side, X, that's I am not sure. Minsita can be played on either, but maybe this is meant to counter the Arlot, so maybe it's an EXP lane Minsitar, and that's mid lane. And oh, not that's not a mid lane. Sorry, that's a gold lane ban, right? What am I saying? Yeah, gold lane ban.
It can be.
And that's a jungle. So right now, Yama Celestial, they just gotta ban out gold laners, and they're kind of done. Okay, they ban out the Obsidia as well. I'm gonna be honest with you, Obsidia is really easy to counter. Just pick a freaking Belleric, man. It's all done. It's all done.
Yeah, it's actually that, and you can bring the Purify as well to try to cancel out the ultimate too. But it's still gonna be okay because it's not really that much of a threat of a hero, but they are trying to remove out the gold inners just in case. And of course, Velvet Vibes, they have to ban away the assassins, man. You kind of want to remove out the assassins because you kind of do not want to give your Vexana a really bad time because Lance is a definite choice for you to go for when you see a Vexana. You cannot really play out the utility against the Vexana, so that's one of the most important reason there. So definitely a good one. But Melissa ban, I don't know. The last two bans are very weird though. Obsidian Melissa ban. I think it's more of a target ban for the gold side. So I'm kind of surprised that
Yeah,
they're
you're
still banning out
absolutely
the
right.
Melissa. Yeah, because isn't it gonna be the Bane goal? And now it's revealed. Kimi mid.
Yeah, Kimi mid, and there we go. You were talking about this Kimi
Yeah,
mid. So yeah, you should be
I
happy.
like this. I'm happy, man. Definitely because wait, is
Yeah,
the usage still available? Yeah, no, it's not.
yeah,
Sad.
it's not. It's not. If it was available by this point, he would have been picked, Debbie. So yeah,
Yeah.
no surprises there. Well, why he's not getting picked, right? He's banned out. So with it, let's go. Let's see what the next phases and next bans are going to be popping in pretty soon. Any guesses, Debbie?
Uh, the picks can be and it's gonna
Okay.
have to be the marksman and the roam. Okay, that's definitely a Kufra, man. Kufra. When the setups are too heavy from the other side, you kind of want to play the Kufra because you need a little bit of a frontliner for the Kufra to jump in and surprise attack. It's not really a common tank that you see. But the last pick coming through for the side of Yama Celestial, going for the Guinevere jungle, definitely a good setup too. It can be a tank Guinevere because if they go for a tank Guinevere also, I think the damage is already gonna be enough. But they might leg out onto the physical side.
Yeah, it is really possible. You're actually raising a good point right there. So let's just see what happens. But let's see. Guinevere. What do you think of that?
I think the jumps are pretty awesome, because of the crowd control that she have and the versatility into the builds too. You can go for the tank build, you can go for the damage build, anything is okay. And against the Joy though, the Joy can completely ignore the Guinevere, so it's definitely gonna be okay. But onto the objective side, I think the Joy might have a good time if she does not get ulted upon. It depends, highly dependent on the way the execution is done for both of these teams.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely right. And with it, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading into the Land of Dawn, of course. And there we go into the game. And let's just see what we have on our table. It's going to be Yama Celestial versus Velvet Vibes. And of course, we are so happy because, well, our dear caster, Sarah herself, is playing. And so is Sayu, right? So with it, let's just see what we have on our table. And of course, joining me is another beautiful female caster herself, Debbie. So hi, Debbie.
I think it's definitely gonna be important to see both of our dear caster able to win it now. But I think Velvet also have a choice to try to win out in this best of one series. But really, being so aggressive onto this Aladdin with the magic carpet, I think this is why it's so important that you get the roam priority first in this tournament, in this meta completely. Because when you have that roam, when you have that control onto the mid, you have ways to try to open up the jungle most of the time. And now with the Khalid all around the corner, he knows and he can see where the jungle busting is coming from the side of Leona.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. So far, though, nothing much just yet because, of course, it's just kind of the early game. So we will most likely have to just wait out for a while. before we see the real engages popping in, right? So let's just go. Let's just see what happens. So, oh, first blood already, but Remy onto Leona. That was fast.
Yeah. Damn, man. I think Leona wasn't having a great time because against this kind of composition, especially the Khalid, that was why I was actually questioning the Joy, because the Khalid kind of cancels out a lot of ways for you to rotate around, and not to forget the vision that she gives into the early phases, and Remy knowing exactly that the potential that the Khalid have, she's using to that full advantage as well, staying into the lane, into the jungle side of Leona, and I don't think she'll be able to work out. Look at that, another invade.
Leona gets taken down again onto the bot side. Look at that, the pressure is there. Night Dog getting the pressure, and looks like she might fall in, but she's still fighting that regen. Universe passive is just mad insane because she still stays alive. Doesn't even get taken down. 0-4 score. It's a reward for Yama Celestials. Nothing less expected. What your lineup is Knight, Siren, Sarah, and of course we and obviously Remy. It's always nice. But oh, look at that. Okay, let's go. On top, Vincetar gets taken down right there. There we go. Lady Serene will fall into the hands of course, Dave's Sarah. 0-5 score, and this turtle might just be free.
Yeah, definitely gonna be free, and I think it's...
Okay, pressure popping in already. Look at that. They might just be able to get the kill all over here. Unlucky Chan might just be unlucky here, but no, she's kind of lucky. She survives it, but just for now. But for how long? Let's just see. Look at that pressure already popping in. Look at that. They're already... Okay, here comes the King's calling, but on the other side, Unlucky Chan gets unlucky and will get taken down. Mitsuna really trying to do something here, but will not be able to do much. Vixana will try to retreat, but it's not going to be enough. The Khalid takes the kill. Miko will fall. And Serene, okay, that was a nice hook, but the hook doesn't really matter when you're knocked up in the air. And with it, the purple buff goes away. Joy actually is able to secure it, but it's not going to matter because that's a 0-8 score. The Kimi snowball already into effect.
Yeah, that's what the importance of Kimi does, and if you put it together with a frontline hero, a distractor like the Khalid, the Kimi is definitely going to be free hitting. But out of the picture, I think Universe skin is so beautiful, man. What?
Yeah, these two skins are really beautiful, right? Really beautiful to the eyes, to everything, right? So
Elegant.
because of that, yeah, elegant, and yeah, it's pretty. I have another word for that, but I'll let you know about later on. But yeah, 0-8 score still. Yama Celestials. Oh, the traction pulse is absolutely disgustingly beautiful, of course. But Unlucky Chan wants to go in for an engage. He does knock up Siren, but it's not going to be enough either. And there we go. Let's see. Do they want to go for the bottom lane? That's a clear engage because look at that. Lady Serene will fall right there. And okay, they want to take out these three people. They got the damage. Knight looking out. Most likely wants to jump in. Just waiting for Remy. Here comes, of course, the sandbag. And there we go. The engage is there. Deadly Catch is going to be there as well. And, of course, Violet Requiem. Enough damage. Double kill secured for Knight. And that's a full 0-12 score. Yama Celestials just on a different level.
Yeah, definitely a different level here because everywhere, every lane you looked at, they are also ahead. Even the roam. I think the roam has the most score. Because Remy always everywhere because he is giving out a lot of agent, and I think it's more trouble. Hey, look at that.
Okay, engage popping in. That's a beautiful King's calling, but it's not going to be enough because not enough damage. With the Queen popping in with the damage. Knight is going to be getting the minute kill, and killing spree secured over here. And with it, 0-14 score, completely relentless. Yama Celestial just does not stop at all.
Oh, Remy.
Oh my god, suddenly again they go in, and with it, despite the greatest efforts, it's another full-fledged, like almost close to a wipeout each time around. Yama Celestials, 0 deaths on everyone.
0 deaths, man. 0-17, and the turtle is gonna be secured yet again freely by the side of Yama Celestial. And I think this is also the reason why I kind of hated the Kofa community for the side of Velvet Whites, because when you have a very highly aggressive opponent roamer, you do not want to play the Kofa, and you're gonna get spotted out most of the time. Look at that.
Okay, let's see. Okay, they didn't go for it. It's okay, right? It's okay, David, right?
Okay. Yeah, it's alright. You know, the speed.
okay.
Never mind. It's okay, but Lady Siren, it's not okay, man. I think onto the Moon Sitar not able to fight away against Ikimi, and that's Sarah, by the way, with a lot of damage already onto her hands, and I think she's gonna be the sole person with the Sky Pacer with already 3 kills onto the board. She can build out there too and will be able to stack up very, very well. But the thing about the lineups coming in for the side of Yama Celestial is that even the Bane and the Kimi magic damage is late game heroes.
Yeah. Let's just see, hey? Let's just see what just happens, because so far there has been none kills for the favor of Velvet Vibes. And right now, of course, Sarah right now at 307. Siren is on 304. Dreamy being the roamer 4010. Look at the damage from the Bane alone takes down Lady Serene. Not even a single chance, but okay, they get finally 1 kill. Dreamy gets taken down and a shutdown secured, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Of course, Toka, despite getting the shutdown, is still level 9 only compared to the gold laner, of course. Let's just see. Do they stand a chance? The macro is getting lost really fast here, Debbie.
Yeah, this is definitely getting out of control. Just kills for Velvet Vibes and it's still onto the roamer. Not the goal. Oh, Flicker?
Flicker popped in, but it's not going to be mattering. Lady Syrian still falls in again and again. 0-7-0. That means they're not proving to be any value here in this game. It's not the best pick. He really needs a kind of a revamp, man. But yeah, with it, 1-21 score. Celestials just did not stop. And with it, let's just see, let's just see. Universe into the bottom lane. Lost enemy coming in. 1 second, there we go. And lastly, okay, pressure's here. The Arlo comes in, but the hook is going to be landing it there. And it looks like they're going to be able to get a good shutdown right here. Siren gets taken down. And right now, the next one might be actually Remy over here. Do they get a kill? Yes, they do. Miko gets a kill. 3-4-21. Is it a comeback score? I don't think so, because Lady Serene still going to get stuck there, because Knight finally makes a show where it's going to be getting that kill. And we hit 3-22.
Yeah, that was actually amazing. Perfect Yama, but not much of an engage. Final slash.
Final slash, and it's going to be the final calling as 3 more people fall down for Velvet Vibes. Again, the third shields, they better be ready because the Lord's up. And Yama Celestials, damn, I think this is going to be a full one-sided fledged win. That's a 10,000 gold lead. That's 5 thirds down. And it's looking really, really hefty for them. At least so far. Let's see.
And when they get the lore, it's going to be another 2k gold lead that they'll be able to accumulate. It has something that you do not really want to see when you see a Bane. And we right now trying to do something with the Arlot, but it's not going to be anything of an engage because they are under the lore. And like I said, very, very disciplined for female teams. Always, almost always. They will not be engaging. Never mind. Look at that.
Okay, here comes the engage. The shark bites coming in, and Lady Serene will fall down again and again. It's 0-9-2 right now, but hey, at least for her, they were able to get those 2 kills. That it was when the moment counted, they got it right. They did not end it on a 0 pointers. But there we go, the Bills. Joy only has a holy crystal, while Bane is about to build another one.
You know, I mean, I don't know why they do this, but they needed at least one. Holy Crystal is not a good first option. You got to have the Genius one. Yeah. And you know, when you have the Genius one, you want to get it together with the Holy Crystal. Only that the full potential of the Holy Crystal will be popped with that combination. Or even the, the Lightning, but the Lightning is not useful for the Joy, so you can't take that, so it happens to be the Genius one. So maybe, this time around, I think they have to focus, even though the Holy Crystal is a very, very important factor. Never mind. Wait.
Oh, look at the engage popping in. Lady Serene does drop off that King's Calling, but it's not going to be enough. Look at the Green River coming in with the Winded Crown combo. A fully nasty one. And with it, the Maniac has been sick of the Dave Sarah instead. Wants the Savage, but it's not going to be there. I don't think it's going to be there. There's enough Savage. That's 5 women right there trying to get the Savage for Sarah. But the Joy said no. The base takes down Sarah. It's not going to be Savage for you. But hey, that's the first Maniac of Queen's Legacy series. And who else but Sarah herself? And she's going to be able to get it in. With it, the side of Yama Celestials will take the win. Will take the W. And of course, they will move forward into the next round. Great job right there. And showing Yama Celestials why they might just be the top contender for the grand finals already, I can say. Because what is this dominance?
dominance, so and so. It's kind of reminding me of the first master today, sighting onto those sharks with the damage coming through, and of course, Sarah with the Kimi. The combination was so perfect, right? The Kimi Khalid, that's something you can't beat. You got to have at least the Zushin or the maybe a Farsa, just because you cannot, you don't really have to go near them. But yeah, that was not a great combination coming in. First pick Vexana is not good. Man, I'm telling you, first pick Vexana, let's not do that again, because the first pick Vexana hasn't been working out. It's a situational pick. You kind of pick out the Vexana when you have when you see a tanky jungle into the opponent's side in a potential setup. So you want
Mhm.
to have that peel, and that's not there. So yeah, even the Cooper wasn't that good. I think it's more of a draft as well, but the execution was too clean, man. Too clean for the side of Yama Celestial.
Absolutely. Yama Celestials with a clean slate gameplay. And we're going to be looking forward for more tonight. And of course, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will take a good night from here. But don't, obviously, you can go right now. You can go. But don't forget to come back for tomorrow for more action from the girls themselves, because we are seeing the girls get it done. And of course, the action will be packed again in the land of Dawn with the teams that have already qualified contending against each other to see who's the best and who's going to be going for rest, right? So with it, we're going to be taking a leave for tonight. Good night, take care, but we will be back tomorrow. Me and Debbie signing it off. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Carved in blood and bone, my power is undying. Blessed? Cursed? What difference does it make? I walk a path few would dare follow. I am the harbinger of bone.
We are the aspirants.